Yo, what's up? This time I'm not recording something at like 1 in the morning or 2 in the morning. We're actually recording at it's currently 6:30 p.m. What? I'm waiting for my mom to get home so we can eat dinner. So I want to quickly just talk, okay? Streaming. Something I've done a lot over the past, however much time. And obviously for September, this has been one of the more inactive months for me in terms of streaming. I also just realized we don't have music. I'll work on that in the meantime. Uh, Either way, yeah, streaming has been much less active this month. And if you've been following the But More channel and been seeing, my discussion and talks and thoughts regarding content creation, you'll know that this was kind of gonna happen already, right? I love streaming. I think streaming is really fun, but I want my streaming career, quote unquote, my streaming purpose to be better, right? What I would usually do is I'd just go live almost every day and just hang out with chat. No goal in sight, nothing really to do. This still will happen. It's not like I'm going to stop doing this, but I want to do this a little bit less often because of one very important factor, and that is timing. As of right now, with streaming, I have roughly two time slots in which I stream. It's either before dinner or after dinner for me, which means it's either in the morning Eastern time or in the early afternoon Eastern time, right? Because my dinner is around 12 p.m. Eastern. One of the main things for that is that one of those time slots is very critical with block wars and events and other stuff and recording sessions, etc. That after dinner time slot, that like 2 p.m. Eastern roughly time slot, is super busy. There's a lot going on around that time. Plus, with how my sleep schedule tends to go, that early time slot is sometimes not available. For example, right now, I can't stream early because I wake up too late to be able to do a proper stream before dinner, which is totally my bad and I should fix that, but that's just the current situation. Either way, that's one of the main things with streaming and why it's difficult. Number two is I've talked about this on the channel with in regards to growth, etc. YouTube and short form content is the way to grow. You can't really grow from being a streamer unless you are big enough that your audience self-sustains your channel with clip content, etc. Look at Queso, etc. Or look at the biggest streamers right now. They might have started doing short form themselves, but a lot of them no longer need to do their own short form. They have people that do it for them, right? So that is another situation where you could grow from short form, but you'll need to be established enough to be able to make it that far, right? Which I am not, like, if we're being realistic. So that's why I wanted to just address streaming will be less active. I'm going to try my best to focus on main channel and on short form. That is my main goal. I want to keep the second channel around because that one is a lot less high maintenance, high effort, right? That's super simple, whereas streaming takes a little bit more energy and it takes a lot longer, right? So yes, that is the current situation. Either way, in terms of main channel, the most recent video, the How I Became a Speedrunner video, did underperform. Unfortunately, it is a 10 out of 10. I'll just be completely flat honest. Am I disappointed? Sure, but is that what I should have expected? Yes. I had been pretty inactive for a little bit at that point. It had been like a month and a half since my last post. Plus, it's not like an event related thing or like a friend, like funny related thing. It's just purely I did this thing that is very common nowadays. So it isn't really an impressive type of video. I'm still happy with it. It's like fine. But in a bit more positive news, I am already working on my next video. I'm turning the mid-offs practice sessions and mid-offs experience into a video. I would say I'm about a third of the way done already, which is pretty good, right? I think at this current moment, I've made it into day 4 of practice, which is around halfway throughout how the event went. But I think in the early parts, I skip a lot more of what's going on. Of course, when we get to the actual tournament, I should probably keep a lot more of it. So that's why I'm saying about a third of the way through. Plus, I've done rough cuts, not full final edits, right? But it's to an extent final edits, just no music added, etc. But yeah, there should be a mid-offs video maybe coming before the end of the month. That might be a little tight. I am somebody who works in bursts. I'll have this like motivation spike and then I will get distracted and then I'll go back or I won't and then I'll finally work on it again and I'll be like absolutely going crazy on editing for like a week and then push the video out, which is what happened with the most recent upload. But yeah, that's the situation there. Also, Sloth, who is like our community representative who helps with editing, has also edited down, or is working on editing down, the boost for puzzle into a video as well, which should be up sometime soon. It's either going to be late September or early October, probably. Whenever I get help with editing, number one, super. I fucking appreciate it so much. I love that. Number two, I never want to pressure somebody who's doing volunteer work to hit a deadline. I would feel disgusted to do that, right? With Block Wars, we kind of have to, but I don't feel good when I have to tell somebody, hey, please, can you get this done in your free time within this crunch time? Like, that sucks, right? But with editing, like, it's my thing. It doesn't really matter if it's late. I don't care. So, yeah, we've got that in the works as well. Also, had some short form content ideas. I am going to try to push for that either late September or early October. I need to iron out my ideas a little bit and see how easily I can redo them, because the problem with short form content is that unless you find a repeatable formula, you shouldn't really push for it, because you need to upload very consistently and constantly, right? So we'll be focusing on that. So TLDR, kind of. Streaming less active, but hopefully in return you'll get a bit more frequent main channel activity, and you'll hopefully get short form. So I hope that makes up for it. I will still try to stream whenever I can, but I don't know exactly what it'll be, when it'll be, etc. Events will always be streamed, etc. But I don't know how much quote-unquote filler streams there will be. Either way, thank you for watching, and I'll see you later. Goodbye.